That goat is a long way away. So what the game plan will be is to drop down into this drainage and try to keep eyes on him. He's not coming down today, so we're gonna go for him. We gotta move right now. Been sitting up at the top of this mountain for the last couple hours, just trying to pick this whole drainage apart. And I've only come up with one goat, but that goat is a long way away and we are running out of daylight. So what the game plan will be is to drop down into this drainage and try to keep eyes on him, see where he goes, one step at a time. So it's one of those situations that are always difficult to deal with, in that we are losing light. That billy has come off where he was bedded down for hours, and he's come way down. Right now he's behind me. He's about 1,250 yards. That's not a shot that I can make. So now we're losing light, he's feeding, and for us to drop way down into the drainage and then back up the other side, we're just not gonna have enough time. I think we made the decision that we're gonna spend the night up here. I'm gonna put him to bed and hopefully be up before him and he doesn't, walk out of sight. And hopefully tomorrow morning we can pick him up and he's in a position that we can at least see him. And then once we see him, I think that we'll try our best to put a stalk on him. So it's been exciting morning already. Like last night, I was glassing the billy until I couldn't see him anymore. Put him to bed last night, and this morning, as soon as there was enough light for me to see, I picked him up right away. He's walking, you see where the snow patch is? He's actually walking out to the right. He's going out that way, which is awesome. He's getting in a better position, not worse. So it's pretty exciting. We have a good hump to get over there. The nanny from yesterday has walked out, and now she's kind of in our way a bit. Because that could be that nanny that was over there. It definitely complicates the stuff. So we have to be cautious of her. Just do everything right this morning. The sun is almost coming up. Looks like it should be a good morning anyway. So it's about perfect because the whole time we were moving, trying to keep the pace up, because I figured as long as he's moving, we should be good. So now he's just out of sight, but I know roughly exactly where he is, and we should be good all the way up to where we're in the zone anyways, or super close to it. So this is awesome. We have a bit of a challenge. We have that nanny. She's about, 300 yards above us. And she's in our way. I do not want to push her over to him or have her run across, alerting him to something's going on. I need her to go behind a bush or something. Okay, she just walked behind the bush, so we got to make a move now. just walking away. She's not running, she's just walking up across the hill. It's perfect. It's him out in the middle there in the rocks. He's 750 yards and he's still walking, so we have to go down again, cut across underneath this lip, get into the drainage, and then up the drainage. Okay, he's gone again. That was him. He's right up high. So let's go out here and then cut up to the waterfall. He's out of sight at the moment, so let's move. He's still moving. He's almost at the very top. I picked a goat that likes the top of the mountain, that's for sure. It's been an interesting morning. Picked him up right away, feeding. In fact, he was feeding exactly where we are right now. Once he started to move this morning, we did the same, and we got to here and he got to the top of the mountain. He's out there 750 yards or so. Right at the top, all I can see is his head, and he just seems to be kind of looking straight down here. So it's a bit of a waiting game now. He's gonna make the next move, and then we're gonna have to make a decision based on it. Who knows what he's gonna do, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's been about as tough a day on the mountain as I can remember, and it's definitely not because it's physical. We've been sitting around here watching a goat all day from 8 a.m. until now it's almost 7 o'clock. So we started weighing out our options. He's not coming down today, so we are running out of food and we're gonna go for him. So we gotta move right now.
He's out of sight now.
So it just, it's getting dark now, and he kind of got up and walked out of sight. To go up in there after him, it's just so jagged and there's just so many different places for him to hide, and it just doesn't make any sense, especially this time of night. So we'll head back to camp, and maybe he'll be back down in this drainage tomorrow morning feeding. We'll see what tomorrow brings. So we left him on the mountain last night and came back to the tents. Woke up early this morning, couldn't see him, it was just too dark out, but eventually picked him up as he was walking across the mountain, and he headed straight back up toward where he was yesterday, which was not ideal. Going up underneath him is not an option. There's just too many rocks, too noisy, and he can just see everything. So we're gonna try to go up the valley a little bit, up a drainage, and then get above him. We're in a bit of a desperation mode. We have one meal left each, so we're running out of food and running out of time. So we're gonna make some moves today and see how it goes. Definitely got some weather coming in here. I think we're within about 1,000 yards. We're gonna keep the wind in our favor, cut across here, and then up to the top. I think I have a really good idea of where he is. He's bedded down, and that's our play, so we're gonna make it. This cover, this fog coming in is, I think it's an advantage right now, but it's so hard to figure out. Just gotta keep going. Winter's officially here. September 3rd or 4th or 5th or something, I don't know. We're probably about 200 meters where he is right now. And we just can't see enough to be able to actually move around the corner to try to pick him out. So we just have to wait here until things clear up a little bit. All this jagged stuff, it's kind of like a needle in a haystack. We'll see. Get ready. Wow, that was hard fought. Like we can do this, we can do this. And then we did it.
I had my serious face on.
I think everybody had their game face on for sure. Good job, Davey. Carl. Give me some. A lot of hard effort to make it happen in the end. And really it was the last 200-300 meters of trying to get up level with him. It was just so steep and obviously so slippery, and every noise counts. For all of us, Dave, Carl, and I, to all get up here and put it all together, I couldn't be any more proud of all of us. We've been grinding out in the hills together for a lot of years now. This is an amazing achievement when you persevere day after day after day and finally you put it together. Oh, that's a good goat. Holy cow. Holy cow, guys. Unbelievable. Thank you. Well, conditions are less than ideal, but I couldn't be happier. It was an amazing stalk, and just to make this happen was a lot of hard work and just dedication, determination to make it happen. But I could not be any happier. He's an amazing billy. We watched him for 2 days. And to actually make it happen is absolutely amazing. Like, this is the biggest billy that I've ever taken in the Yukon. We don't have a lot of time. We got to get him taken apart and get him in the packs and slowly pick our way off here, because there's no way we want to be up here at night. Getting off this mountain is not going to be easy, and we have to get all of them down, so got to take our time on the way down, but we can't mess around too long because we have to get them caped out and start moving. You're up here at night in the dark, it's not going to be a good situation. I gotta tell you, that just makes me smile. It's those times that you like, and it's nasty and it's cold and you just think, oh man, you know, is it ever gonna get nice? And then, you know, it opens up like this, right? It's sure nice to be back at camp, but all that rain and snow has made everything soaking wet, so the inside of my tent is pretty moist. But that's okay, because we have a goat in the pack, and life is good. So when it comes to walking through the mountains in rough terrain, boulders, rock hopping, I think one of the most important things is fitness. Having done the work pre-season to get into the mountains and be fit and strong is going to save you. One of the techniques is I like to do is never spend a whole lot of time on one rock, because when you do that, the ability for it to move under your feet is that much more. So if you continue to create momentum to move to the next rock and be looking ahead of yourself instead of just one foot in front of the other. Now, when you have a heavy pack, that's way more difficult. But if you're just carrying a day pack, or you're carrying your pack without an animal in it, you should be able to have the fitness to be able to move quickly if you have to in the rocks. There's a good thing for the goat track up here. The other key factor is trekking poles. Having trekking poles is like 2 other feet when you're trying to rock hop, you know, one to the other, and you have the ability to stabilize yourself with the trekking poles. So that's a game changer from days gone by when, you know, mountain hunters thought trekking poles were weak. I think they just allow you to move so much faster through difficult terrain. And then beyond that, just having a good solid boot with great ankle support, so that, you know, when a rock does move, you're not going to twist an ankle or fall off the rock because you don't have good stable boots with good traction. So those are some of the biggest tips I would say for moving quickly and efficiently through rough terrain like rock hopping and the kind of boulder hopping that we do on this hunt. It's about putting all those things together to make you efficient in the mountains, to make you last longer, and hopefully pack out heavy.